shakes. The water is rising in the lakes. The clouds they gather, the winds tonight. I can feel it in the air, it's coming all right. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Rain and hail as it pierces the air, but don't forget to like and share. Stay safe and feeling great. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Rain and hail as it pierces the air, but don't forget to like and share. Flash across the screen, nature's power in all its scenes. Updates flowing through the feed, bringing you the news you need. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Rain and hail as it pierces the air, but don't forget to like and share. And share. Say hello to David and Mark. Get ready, the show is about to start. Keeping you informed at every update so you can stay safe and feeling great. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. And share. Storm warnings flash across the screen. Nature's power in all its scenes. Updates flowing through the feed, bringing you the news you need. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Rain and hail as it pierces the air, but don't forget to like and share.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but you can't see me, can you?
No, your camera's frozen when I was on there for some reason.
Well, now's a good time to be telling me. Huh. Let me see what I can do.
New information.
We're having all kinds of issues, folks. We felt like we need to get on, but it looks like that we got still some technical issues. We're not able to transmit on Facebook, and now it looks like my camera is acting up. Let me see what I can do.
That froze on there for some reason when I was in the process of
Yeah, but if you
setting up his
told
camera
me,
settings.
we'd have tried to do something different, but this.
Well, I didn't know it had happened, David.
Okay. Hold on, man. Let me see if I can find.
Probably happened when we restarted the computer.
Great.
For everyone else right now, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning up here in Christian County, Trigg County, and up in Lyon County, and all the way over on the other side of the lakes. They do have a report down by Murray of 60-mile-per-hour winds out of this, estimated 60. And a couple of trees down over right along the Kentucky-Tennessee border south of there. We have a severe thunderstorm warning down by Waverly as well and on down. We've got another line of storms that's approaching the Mississippi River. That's also got severe warnings on it down in the Memphis area.
Well, this doesn't make any sense. I don't understand what's going on. We've got a bug in our system here, it looks like. We got some storms here over us right at the moment, so I guess you guys can still hear us. Let's see here. Let's change over back over that. We really need to probably restart the entire system, everybody, but I hate to do it right in the middle of this severe event. So as you can see on radar, the warning for Christian County comes up to the Hopkinsville city limits, and it is a severe storm. April, I hope you're driving carefully because you are in the middle of that heavy rain. Seacor is on with us. He says he thought Mark had a twin brother. Ha, ha, ha. You're real funny, John. Lisa Murray says, only thunder so far at Fort Campbell. It's about to change for you, though. Get ready. Other severe storms are developing all further to the west, which I will try to show you here in a moment. If we can get a break in these storms, we're going to probably have to restart the whole system and see what's going on. Let's see here. I'm assuming everybody can still hear me. Yeah, okay. So I still look like Mark. I don't know why my picture is frozen, but it is. Nothing I can do about it. And unfortunately, we're not able to broadcast on Facebook at this time either. So we're having all kinds of issues. Hang on just a second here. Okay, so let's see here. Terry Jones says rain and thunder here. Where are you, Terry? Okay, we're getting reports of pea-sized hail in downtown Hopkinsville. We'll get that information to the National Weather Service. As you can see, the severe thunderstorm watch is in effect right now for a large part of southern and western Kentucky. It does not go up to Hopkins County, which is a little weird, but it's okay. But it does go east all the way through Warren County, Simpson County, all the way over to Somerset, from what I understand. The intense part has not gotten in here yet. This is the most intense part, just south of Montgomery. I hope you guys are okay as far as my stuck picture is. It looks like they just issued another severe storm warning. Let me see if I can figure out where that is. That's for areas of Tennessee. Trigg County, Lyon County, Callaway County continue to be under a warning as well for 3/4 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So this is the area we're most concerned about right now. I know that we've got a strong storm up here around Fredonia. We're watching that. If some of you are able to go on Facebook and tell them that that we're not able to broadcast on that they could show them the link to this, where they can come over to this and be able to catch it. I hate that this happens. Of course, it happens at the worst possible moment. Everything was great yesterday, and then we come in today, and here we are. So another cell just to the northeast of Hopkinsville is looking pretty rough, too. That one right there could go severe here in a little bit. We'll see. If it does, that would affect Carl and Oval, Pleasant Hill, Dogwood, and maybe Fearsville. Kelly's getting a little bit of a heavy rain right now, and but as we look back to the west, certainly the most intense stuff is back here around about to enter Montgomery. Caledonia's fixing to get it. Gracie's fixing to get it. And I'm going to look over at the cameras, Mark, real quick. He's back there trying to get information to the Weather Service. We haven't got all the staff in yet either. Here we go. Let me see here. Okay, you can see this hefty storm here is this is at the intersection, or near the intersection of I-24 and 6880 in Trigg County. And this is from atop the WKDZ studio tower. And we appreciate them giving us access to this to see the conditions over there. As you can tell, it is raining very hard, and they're in that storm area right about, it would be right about here. So the worst hasn't got to it yet. We'll keep an eye on it. I will look downtown Katie's and see what that looks like. It looks like it's not too bad just yet, but it's got some pretty heavy rains coming in. Let me go back even further to the west and take a look at, let's see, Lakeside. Let's see what Lakeside Campground looks like. Yeah, they're getting some rains, pretty hefty clouds. Pull out here. Like another storm's getting ready to come over them. So I'll try Barkley. Yeah, Barkley's getting some pretty heavy rains. You can see it coming down in sheets across the water there. And you can see the windsock. Yeah, it's blowing pretty good there. So anyway, just wanted you guys to see this. Let's see. I think I do want to take a look at... well, let's go back to the radar. I don't want to stay off the radar too long right now while we got this going on. Mark, you got any updates?
New information. This severe
Not yet.
thunderstorm
I'm still working on getting this to National Weather Service.
Okay.
The Slack computer had shut itself down, so I'm trying to get it back up.
Wow. What in the world is going on here? We've had a gremlin or something run through here. Well, at least I can... eat my sucker without everybody watching me. Lauren Patterson over here by Lake Barkley Lodge, and it is heavy rain, wind gust coming through strong. Thank you for that report. Chantel Hill 4858, heavy rain 4.5 miles east of Fredonia. I'm surprised that storm hasn't gone severe. But you're right. I see it right now. If you're looking at the radar there, Chantel. Stephanie Rogue says, David, where are you? I'm hidden behind Mark. I don't know why my video is frozen, but I can't fix it because we're live, and I don't want to go out of it while we're in the middle of this severe event. So, see, of course, says, I'm glad I haven't been there since the last time you streamed. Nobody can blame me. He says it was aliens, Mark.
I believe it.
Okay, we're getting hailed by Western State. Gerald, can you tell us the size of the hail using coins or BBs or Ps? Shin says we have a severe warning for Fredonia. There's not really anything happening right now aside from the rain.
No. Now, the storm that's coming in from Trig, or was coming in from Trig, has got a really weird configuration to it. It's had a broad rotation and makes it look kind of round, like a big loop around.
Yeah, I see that. Well,
it has been rotating, but it's just a broad rotation of the entire storm. So that's probably associated with it being a hail producer.
Gerald says pea-size hail around Western State. Thank you, Gerald, for that report. Lisa Murray, Pearl Oak Grove doesn't need more rain, still pumping water out of neighborhoods. I can appreciate that. It does look like right now they're not getting any, but I think they will before it's over with. Lake and Belt, the wind is crazy in Katie's. Yeah, you're probably getting somewhere around close to 60-mile-an-hour winds. Shelby says the bottom one is frozen and low mic. Oh, gone. Y'all just full of all kinds of neat stuff. But no, I knew my picture was frozen. I don't know why, but it is. As soon as the severe clears the area, we're going to go off and restart everything and rebuild it. And then, because we do have more stuff coming, if you look back here, yes, sir, that's a squall line. That is what we're more concerned about for severe weather. It should build further to the north and east. And Blackheart 502 says, I hear you guys both well. Thank you very much, Blackheart, Gerald. Fleekable says the mic is fine. Mike Bynum says, hello, David. Hello, Mark. Hope you guys are feeling good. What's going on today? Thank you, C, of course. His mic sounds fine to him, too. Well, as you can see right now, we're in the middle of some severe weather. And let me see what it looks like up your way. You're in the clear right now, Mike, so I wouldn't worry too much. I'm glad to see you on, though. Let me check another radar just to make sure I'm not overlooking it. No, you're definitely in the clear, and it doesn't look like anything coming to you anytime soon. So that's a good thing. Again, Fredonia is just now coming out of a pretty hefty storm. Trish Campanella says, how long till Russellville? It's going to be a while. This stuff is moving east, but it's the individual cells are moving northeast, but overall the whole thing is moving eastward. So yeah, I would say you're going to be at least a couple of hours. Project Poor Runner says, hey, I know that guy at Blackheart 202. It's 502. Fleekable says, anything head towards Beaver Dam? Mark, that'd be a good question for you.
Yeah, eventually it's going to work its way up your direction. You're right on the edge of, like us, you're right on the edge of this severe thunderstorm watch till 5 p.m. So the storms are going to continue up your way, and you'll probably see storms on and off through the rest of the afternoon. But I don't see anything really, really bad. The straight line winds are the major threat with these. And they have had reports of straight line winds up to 60 miles an hour estimated over by Murray. But so far, I haven't had any local reports.
Well, I wish my camera was straightened up. I wish the Facebook feed was up. Boy, boy, boy. Bandy McKenzie, hey, how's Fort Worth, Texas? I got family coming back to Hopkinsville and they're saying it's looking nasty. I know that's out of your radar, but you're about the only weatherman I know. Mark, let's oblige you. Fort Worth, Texas.
Fort Worth, Texas.
Destiny Higgins, when's the squall line supposed to hit Hopkinsville? Do we have an estimate? It will be later on this afternoon. We can go back to the west and take a look at its formation right now, and that is a pretty nasty squall line, but it's just now developing. It hasn't developed northward as much yet, but if you see the storm tracks, it will move up into western Kentucky at some point. So we're going to have to watch that very closely. Again, the worst right now is in the Hopkinsville, Cadiz vicinity. We got a strong storm up just east of Fredonia. And then further down south, we have some storms around Dixon, Waverly. Is that 10? They've got the thing covered. Lobelville, it looks like. And there's a severe thunderstorm warning also in that area down there. It looks like Nashville will eventually get in on the action, but not anytime soon. That is, if it holds together. Right now, Clarksville's fairly in the clear, but this stuff is moving northeast, and it should start affecting Clarksville here soon. Brittany Overton, what about Bowling Green? Again, you're a few hours probably from Bowling Green. I'd say it'll be a while before it gets there, but it will come. Okay, so
Fort Worth, Texas is got. They've got showers and thunderstorms going on right now. They do have one severe thunderstorm warning off to their west. Between here and there, up through Little Rock, showers, thunder showers all the way through, and then there'll be that squall line is right at the Mississippi River right now. But as they work their way up this way, they'll probably be behind that. So probably going to be a wet ride, maybe some showers and thunderstorms. They might have to wait out from time to time, but otherwise they should be able to make it without too much problem.
And I have the radar for that area down there for you. So hopefully it'll tell you everything you need to know. I am going to go back over to our radar. And it is lit up in this area. This line of storms here continues to look pretty rugged. They do have a special weather statement on it, but they are intensifying. It looks to me like. I would not be surprised if this whole line doesn't go severe before it's all said and done. Andrea Cook says Herndon is getting a heavy little bit of rain, and power keeps cutting off and on. Hopefully it will stay up.
Do you know there's a reason why the WX Ops Wi-Fi isn't working?
Mackenzie Bandy says, thank you. We appreciate you, Mackenzie. Be sure and subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber. It would really help us a lot. And if you like what you've been able to see from us, we sure could use the help. Maybe we can fix some of this doggone problems we got here.
Yeah. Blackheart 502, believe it or not, while everybody else around you is, Hopkins County is not in the severe thunderstorm watch. Now, will you get storms up your way? Probably. Will they be severe? And maybe, maybe not. Depends. It might catch just south of you.
They've dropped the warning back towards Rockcastle and Canton from about Cadiz westward. And we still continue the warning that's over Gracie and Caledonia, Roaring Springs, Lafayette. As this storm starts moving off to the northeast. Other storms ahead of this, so are starting to fire up. We'll see how they do. Shin says the power just cut out. Where are you located, Shin? I think she's in, I want to say she is in Fredonia. Go back up here and look at that. That's a pretty good storm up here around east of Fredonia. It looks like the worst is over for the Fredonia proper, but if you go eastward towards Flat Rock, Cresswell, those are all still having some pretty good storms. Stephanie Roke says, which direction is that squall line going? Well, let's go back here and look at it. This is moving.
The actual line is moving eastward, but the storms individually are moving northeastward.
Right. As you can see, this is going to build. It's already starting to build up into far western Kentucky, just there at the little tip. I don't think there'll be a lot of buildup due to the fact that we've had this convection here, which may be a good thing for us as far as the later in the day severe weather event. But this is the formation of the squall line that will have that front behind it. It's going to take its dear sweet time coming through. So it'll be later on this evening before that gets here. Darlene A says, watching from Michigan, the tulips are beautiful. I'll bet they are. Shin says, I opened the back door to make sure the dogs are all right and got a whole whip crack of thunder and power going out. Well, just be careful. When thunder roars, go indoors is what they say.
Yeah. Trigg County Mesonet got a gust of 36 out of that.
Jennifer Wells, should we pick up our kids early from Herndon, South Christian Elementary? That's going to be purely your call. I don't have, I really don't have an opinion in that yet, to be honest with you.
Their max gust with that was actually 39 in Trigg County to Mesonet. Yeah, it looks like they're kind of taking the warnings off that. That storm's starting to kind of lose a little bit of its punch.
It is. It sure is.
But the leading edge of it that's just coming through North Christian looks like it's starting to intensify.
Yep. Up to the southeast of Crofton, over around Fearsville, looks like some pretty hefty rain storm going on there. Yeah, this section right here would be the next section that would cause some severe weather if I were to have a big guess about it.
Yeah.
I switched over to the Trenton radar, and you can see we're looking down at the lower levels, and you can see it's not nearly as rough looking as it is when you look in the upper levels.
Yeah, the southern part of that's over by Lafayette looks like it's got some hefty winds, 40 to just under severe criteria, if not right at severe criteria.
That's just east of Lafayette, you mean?
No, I don't know. Let me see how delayed my radar is. I'm looking at Fort Campbell radar as well.
Oh, Linda McElrath, my good friend. And there's my sister Sheila is waving at me. I'm sorry you can't see me, sis, but I'm here. You know, we ought to change places. You could come up here and sit in my spot, and at least your face will be right anyway. That's all right. Linda McGarrett says, hello, it's me again. Hey, who's the ventriloquist? I see 2 marks, but I'm hearing David. Quite a trick. Yeah, we're getting the hefty rains
They
now.
figured out the secret, Dave. I'm not actually here. I'm just a ventriloquist dummy, and it's all you.
You're an AI.
That's right.
There's Tammy Buckner over around Kansas City way. Sabrina McCullough, thank you guys for keeping us updated as much as possible. Yeah, the rain's coming down pretty heavy right now. I think we're under a waterfall, it sounds like. Okay, but again, Lauren Peterson, is there anything such as temperature change that could or would cause that squall line to diminish before it reaches Trigg? My sister's laughing at me. Well, this convection that's happening right here, the rain we're getting right now, could help to diminish it some, but
Good grief.
it's
What's
still
wrong with everything today?
early in the day. And so we could, if we get any sunshine at all back in this area
Yeah, I'm
right
wondering
here.
if I need to be on there. I'm on the 5G.
On the 5G.
Hey, Mark, mute your mic if you can.
What is the
I'm still W expired.
Okay. Hello, David Mark. Judy Bennett says, and didn't expect rain till 5 p.m. I guess it's early now. Actually, that's when the severe thunderstorm watch expires at 5 p.m. But And I would say that's when this squall line should actually get into the area. It's shortly before 5, probably around 4 o'clock, get into the Hopkinsville area. Maybe a little before. We'll see. Mildred Sewell says it's raining. See, of course, says I can only click like once. Come on, everybody, hit like on this. Even though I'm having all kinds of issues here, have mercy on me. Say, see, Darlene A says there are 174 watching and only 25 likes. That's only one button, but it does make a big difference. I appreciate that, Darlene. Yeah, it looks like our viewers are going up. Probably because the rain is starting to affect a lot of folks. As we see down in Tennessee, we still have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Dixon. And that is moving northeast towards Nashville. Clarksville is in a pretty hefty storm now. Let's see if I can find their, I'm going to try to go to their stream there, Mark. Let me see if I can.
All right.
Oh, hang on a second. All kinds of weird things going on here. Well, it looks like Chrome's not going to work either. What in the world is going on?
Did we lose our internet?
No, I'm getting live camera feeds over here. They're just not bringing it over to there. Can everyone see me and or not see me, but can everybody hear us okay? Well, let's see what else I can do. Okay, we're looking at Skyline Drive in southern Hopkinsville. You can see the rain is coming down pretty hefty, with it really coming down a little further off out there. Okay, we do have one camera up from Clarksville, and that's the exit 4 camera looking down towards the mall. They seem to be okay right now. And let me see what else we got here. Let's see. There's the other end of exit 4, looking off up 79. And there's Riverside Drive, and boy, it is flat out coming down. I'm going to go back out of here. Okay, we're looking at Lakeside, WKZ right there. Still raining pretty good. But let's go back to radar. Okay, Hotel Mario radar for southern Muhlenberg. So far, it's okay up that way, but these storms are moving your general direction. You will be getting this within the next hour or so. These storms right here are looking a little bit on the strong side. In fact, all these storms are strong. But by far the strongest is down here around Pembroke right now. They did drop the warning for Hopkinsville. Thank you, Seal Corps. Sheila says, my sister wants to know about Franklin. Franklin's in good shape right now. I don't see anything threatening anytime soon, at least for the next, I'd say 3 hours, sis. You ought to be okay there. Let's see, Andrea Cook, we have no rain, no wind, just thunder now. It's all calm at the moment in Herndon. Okay, there's Herndon. So, yeah, it looks pretty good. But you do have some rain coming. Now, I'm going to pull way out, and let's look at what's coming a little later. See, we're not done. This is just the first line. The severe stuff now has gone down into Tennessee, moving east. Nashville's about to go under, I'd say they'll go under a warning. This is headed that way. But look back here. This is a squall line, and you can see there's the cold front. So this is ahead of the squall. The squall line is developing ahead of the cold front. So far, not a lot of northern development, but as this moves on out of the way, I think that'll open the door for this to start developing further north. We will see. Hey, thank you, Sia Corey. He says the map he created for us on our other project we're working on, dropped it before Omega did. I'm proud of you. That's good.
Yeah. We got a gust of 49 from the Mesonet.
In Christian County?
Yes.
Okay. Did we get that to the weather service?
I'll make sure and remind them.
Okay, about 10
Send
minutes
to the
ago.
weather service at Christian County Mesonet had a gust of 49.
Mark, Stokes Road in Todd County, very heavy rain with dime-sized hail. That occurred about 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
Stokes Road in Todd County.
I got you.
Okay, we're going to continue to watch this. As soon as this kind of eases on up, we will probably discontinue this broadcast and restart everything so we can get this fixed. And we'll be back on before this squall line has a chance to get too close to us. But we just need to get this fixed and so everybody can see the feed, because a lot of those that are over on Facebook are not able to view it. Hopefully they will understand, or they will come over here to the YouTube channel. And I hope you guys will subscribe to it. We need the subscription. Ginger Putman says, I can't see David, but I have Mark on both screens. He's frozen on the lower one. Hopefully you can hear my voice. I don't know why it locked up, but again, that's another thing we're going to try to correct as we take a break on here, and then we will come back as the squall line starts to proceed towards us. And it's moving slowly, so we've got a little bit of time. Lauren Peterson says, appreciate all you do to keep us informed and educated. Yeah, of course, that's just his twin. I don't think so, John. Shame on you. He's got too much time on his hands. We ought to go get him and bring him over here and get to work on these problems.
And we have no warnings right now up in our area. There is still a warning down by Waverly and Dixon.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let me pay the bills if I can even do that. And because we are talking about severe weather, we need to talk about the storm shelters and everything. So let's take a look at we'll talk about Mid-South storm shelters first. And if you haven't got a storm shelter, boy, this would be a good time to get one, because they got a promo code. So take a look at this.
It's the middle of the night and tornadic storms are approaching. The nearest public shelter is miles away and they don't allow pets. You should have purchased a Mid-South storm shelter. Mid-South storm shelters offer you the security of having your own shelter at your doorstep. These sturdy and roomy shelters come in below ground or above ground styles. Both styles accommodate 10 people comfortably and will give you peace of mind anytime severe weather threatens. When the weather gets severe, have no fear with a Mid-South storm shelter. Call today at 270-725-6020. Mention the promo code Weather and Wisdom and you will get $200 off. Financing is available.
And we certainly don't want to forget our good friend Michael Vance Contract and Roofing. He's out on job sites right now with some folks who've had some, well, heck, we're not going to be able to go. Mark got a new warning just came out. Anyway, give Michael a call, 270-707-ROOF, and he can take care of your roofing issues and help you out, whether it be commercial or residential. He also has Lakeside Campground Marina. You can see the website there. Visit lakesidecampground.com. And I don't want to forget our good friend Katie Moyer over at Kentucky Hemp Works. And she has some great stuff, great products. You can find them on our online store at
New severe thunderstorm
dpww.shop. Let me go back to the radar real quick. All right, Mark, let's talk about it.
All right, there's a severe thunderstorm warning for Muhlenberg County, eastern Christian County, southeastern Hopkins County, and Todd County until 1 o'clock p.m. Central Time. At 12:13, severe thunderstorms are located along a line extending from near Crofton to near Pembroke to near Guthrie, moving northeast at 35. Hazard is 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and nickel-size hail, radar indicated.
Okay, dam-sized hail at the industrial park outside of Pembroke.
Okay.
Tina says, just how severe is the warning for here in Muhlenberg?
And again, that's calling for gusts up to 60 and nickel-size hail.
Okay. Psycho CPU will probably see hail from many of these storms, even outside of severe warnings, due to the strong westerly flow aloft, generating a lot of lift. And that's a good point, Mark.
It is.
The National Weather Service made a statement that we read earlier about cold air funnels. Tell them a little bit about that.
Right. When we get cooler air aloft like that, well, when we get cooler air at the surface, but it's unstable enough, we can get what are called cold air funnels, which are just little spin-up circulations in the clouds. Usually they don't amount to much. If you see one, they make a nice little funnel, but usually they don't reach the ground, and if they do, they don't do much in the way of damage.
They make good photo ops, though. I love seeing pictures of them. We had some here a few days, maybe a couple, 3 weeks ago, I think. But
Yeah.
so expect to see tomorrow being a rainy day. Unfortunately, we thought it was going to be one of the greatest weekends ever, and of course, it went just the opposite, which goes right along with everything else we've been doing here today. It's now
Absolutely.
80% chance of rain on Saturday with cold air funnels. So if you see a funnel cloud, don't get too worried, but just know that that's going to be a possibility. Rick Hudson says it got pretty rough there for a bit. Where are you, Rick? Angie said she just got back from Hopkinsville. Looks like I left at the right time, too. Just made it back to Lewisburg. Yeah, well, it's coming right behind you. In fact, we got some pretty heavy rains over here just north of Russellville, around Cooperstown and Chandler's Chapel. They're getting that storm right there could possibly go severe. It looks pretty strong. And it's like Deer Lick's getting in on the action. Clifty's got a lot of heavy rains going on there, Mount Tabor, and that's all headed towards vicinity of Lewisburg. We had intended to go off for a few minutes to try to correct some of our technical issues, i.e. the camera being froze with, I don't know, somebody's face on. I don't know who that is. That's kind of weird, but I'm just joking. And let's see here. Well, we got a special weather statement now on this storm over here. Let's see what it says. Okay, wind gust up to 50 at half-inch hail. So, yeah, it's getting close. Gusty winds can knock down tree limbs, blow around unsecured object. Minor hail damage vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include Russellville, Morgantown, Anderson, Lewisburg, Rochester, Ensco, Huntsville, Gordonsville, Mining City, and Spa. If you're outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. These storms may intensify, and so be certain to monitor local radio stations and available television networks or this channel. And for additional information, possible warnings from the National Weather Service. Severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 5 p.m. for South Central Kentucky. So, yeah, just north of Russellville, you got a pretty hefty storm there, and it's possible it could go severe according to what they're saying. Okay, Rick Hutchins, he's in North Christian, says it got pretty rough up there for a while. Still is a little rough in some spots.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Anita Wright, wind and heavy rain just hit Fairview area. Okay, I can see that. And then Seacor, it's alien. Caught him on the cam. Oh, my goodness.
You have no idea.
What are we going to do with him anyway? It's actually, what can he do for us? He's got some good stuff. Just looking at the sensor they've got down there in Clarksville now. All right, what we got going on here? I hear something else going on. No.
Maybe not up our way, maybe south.
Yeah, it looks like Greenville's under this severe thunderstorm warning now, as this storm's back here towards Crofton, moved in that direction, almost straight for you. Weir's about to get it. Nortonville is getting it pretty hefty, so I don't know if Jessica is watching the Mermaid Cakes. I know Gerald is. Let's see here. Lynn McElrath says, Mark is nice, but I want to see you, David. How about them apples?
How about that?
Bonnie Blevins says, heavy rain in St. Charles. And boy, it is. It's coming down cats and dogs up here. Let's see.
By tonight, we've got this watch in effect until 5 p.m. So for tonight, we may see a rumble of thunder and maybe a little bit of rain, but it should calm down quite a bit as we go through the evening. Dave's taking care of some spotter business up there. We continue to monitor this storm. It's moving off to the east of Hopkinsville proper, but it is down Guthrie, Pembroke area, up toward Crofton. Is just passing them, heading over toward Elkton. That has had a history of producing wind gusts up close to 50. So do keep an eye on it. We are under a warning in that area for wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour and nickel-size hail. So keep an eye on that. We see more storms up in the Madisonville area and Providence area. They're not warned for severe right now, but they are showing indications of producing some hail. Down towards Clarksville, just a few scattered storms here and there. And then the next severe thunderstorm is down by Dixon, Tennessee. And everything continues to move off to the east. The eastward progress is about 30 to 35. The storms are moving to the northeast a little bit faster than that. Over by Russellville, just north of you, you've got a small storm. And you all just went under a warning now as well. Let me get you the details of that. National Weather Service in Louisville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Logan County, western Simpson County, and southwestern Butler County, and all of us in central Kentucky and south central Kentucky until 1 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 12:21, severe thunderstorms are located along a line extending from 8 miles east of Crofton to near Guthrie to 10 miles northeast of Clarksville, moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. Hazard is 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, radar indicated. So they're watching that same line. They've got they're a little bit more impressed with the hail chances, I think. But sometimes when they put out those warnings, there's just a standard phraseology they use. And if it's a severe thunderstorm warning, they'll go ahead and say 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail.
Make sure all the connections are made.
Hey, Mark, I'm going to be away from the mic a minute. I've got to take care of some business here. I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay. All right.
You want me to zoom
So
out on
Dave's-
radar? What do you want me to do here?
Zoom out. Yeah, that's good. Right about there. We, Logan County and everybody just went under a warning.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Okay. I'll be back in a little bit.
All right.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
And we've got
Actually,
a
if you
new
want
warning.
Dave to come up and sit in the chair, you can.
It's up to Dave. You want to go up and set in?
What's that?
Set in with your voice. Up
I
there.
can. I
Okay.
can.
And new severe thunderstorm warning for western Davies County, northwestern Muhlenberg, McLean County, Hopkins County, and eastern Webster County until 1:15 p.m. At 12:23, severe thunderstorms are located along a line extending from near Providence to near Arlington to Nortonville, moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. Hazard is 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and nickel-size hail. So Blackheart 502, that's your all's area up there. Madisonville is in that. Slaughter, Sacramento, Providence, Nortonville, all the way over to Central City and just south of Seabury. So y'all under severe thunderstorm warning now too, as this the original storm that started off way down by Murray is kind of built up into a nice little arc. So we've got a line of storms there.
Okay, Mark,
And,
I'm here.
Okay, so y'all can hear the voice of other Dave as well.
Dave number 2.
Dave number 2. Unfortunately, the camera's still frozen on the picture of me where I was setting it up when we started.
I see. Yeah.
So we've tried everything in the world, closing that, restarting it, the whole bit, and it hasn't done anything yet. So as soon as we get these storms that are going on now out of the area, we'll probably go ahead and close down for a bit and see if we can restart everything and get some of these technical issues taken care of.
Okay. All right. And looks like all the severe weather's gone through Hoptown. So looks like there's another line building back behind there, back around Dyersburg.
Yeah, there's definitely a line there. It has actually weakened a little bit. It was severe warned earlier,
Okay.
but it looks like it may be running out of steam a little bit. We'll have to wait and see. So, of course, says it would be funny if your name was Mark as well. Then the camera would essentially be right again.
That is true. That is true. I'm sure a hammer would fix that camera.
It probably would. I have not. A little percussive maintenance usually helps everything a lot.
Yes.
Hang on just a second.
Okay. And it looks like that line that's down around, well, it's down around Memphis now. It may be gaining some strength just simply because they've got a weather statement assigned to that. Let's see if we can get a better look at that. Let's see. Trying to find that radar that I can go to in that area. Ah, there's the Memphis radar. All right. Yeah, so that line may start gaining some strength at some point.
And Donna, our lovely support person, has brought me a cup of coffee. So that was my little pause there while I was away. I was getting my coffee all fixed up.
All right.
Yeah. It's still raining pretty good in Hopkinsville. There's some heavier rain, or at least moderate rain coming in behind that.
New information.
But
This severe
I
thunderstorm
think
warning
that
has been
with that
updated.
rain going on, it will probably diminish our severe threat a little bit for the rest of the day. We'll have to wait and
Okay.
see.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but my garden could use it.
Yeah,
Some of that
yeah.
rain.
Even after all our flooding, things had started to get a little bit dry. So
That's
we
right.
definitely use this.
That's right. Turn my watch off.
Yeah, watch on, watch off.
I fixed my phone, but forgot my watch. Not everybody needs to hear the ding.
Right. We're all pretty dingy anyway, so.
Chelsea Reese is asking if there is a tornado threat for severe weather today.
Not really. There is about a 2% chance, but it's really low. Most of the discussions aren't really talking about it much. So could one happen? Briefly, yes. Is it likely? No.
It's mostly severe thunderstorms that they're talking about today.
Yep.
Jennifer Lewis has reports of dime-sized hail in the Martin area.
Martin Ria.
Martin Ria.
That's one of the factories. That's one of the factories here in town.
Oh, okay. I was just testing you. Andrea Cook reports that the road by Flying J is still flooded and some of the farmers' fields. And we haven't been able to get rid of a lot of that water from when we were flooded the last time. And we do have a severe thunderstorm watch out for till 5 o'clock for our area. For those of y'all that are not sure of it and wondering, we don't have much of an outlook for tornadoes, so but there could be some straight line winds in there.
Yeah. And definitely some noise.
Yes. I gotta say, I like the sound of thunder. And Chastity says that her dog hates thunder. She shakes like crazy when it starts.
Yeah, I hear it coming in. They've just expanded the severe thunderstorm watch to include Hopkins County and a couple of others. I'll let you all know as soon as I get the exact information in.
So are we able to, let me see if I can get on to, okay. I don't think y'all could see these though. Just checking to see what kind of models we have going on, whether we've got a lot of stuff open here. This could be part of the problem.
No, not really.
He's got all kinds of videos going right now, live videos.
Well, unless you're showing him, you can go ahead and kill him, I guess.
It's not
You
much
can bring him
good to
back up
have
if he
them.
needs to.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't think I'll kill that yet because you may want to look at it.
Yeah.
All right, so So it looks like the severe weather storms are heading towards Bowling Green, and they seem to be holding together. And so Bowling Green, if you're out there, that looks like this weather is headed your way. Um, Russellville, you've got some bearing down on you. It's a severe thunderstorm headed your way. Central City, Greenville, Madisonville, you already know what's going on because it's right on top of you. And did you say that they've extended that uh, watch northward from our
Yes.
area?
Yeah.
Okay. Melinda Jones says there's lots of rain and wind in Madisonville. Andrea Cook wants to know what the email address is to send pics and videos.
David Powell,
David.
Weather and Wisdom at gmail.com.
Hope that helps you, Andrea.
Yeah. And the three counties that were added to the watch are Hopkins, Davies, and McLean.
Bethany Simmons says there's lots of rain in Elkton. Yeah, it looks like it's sitting right on top of you at the moment.
Yep. Christina Merritt, I don't know what's going on with that. I hear him fine, and apparently most other people can hear just fine. I don't know why you're not hearing him, but you know, I may be in one ear, he may be in the other, and you might not have a good speaker on that side of your headphones or however you're listening to it.
I'm sure it's some sort of a setting here that we haven't gotten to yet. I think we've worked on it before, trying to get those settings. Hey, so okay, all right. Mark is coming up to check some things. Eric finally got online, so he may have figured out the trick. Brian Futrell is asking about the weather in Owensboro later this afternoon. It looks like y'all have been included in a severe thunderstorm watch, which means it's favorable for thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms. So I would just, you know, it could get dicey for you a little later. These storms are moving through quickly, so they'll come in and out in no time. Have a quarter-inch hail just north of Elkton.
New information.
According to
This severe
Samantha.
thunderstorm warning has been updated.
All righty. I don't know if it's the cam itself or El Gato because it's frozen up in El Gato, which is the camera hub, Seacor.
Yeah. Well, we'll just have to make do with what we've got. Judy Bennett says she hears David just fine. Thanks, Judy. I do a great Mark impersonation, don't I?
At least visually.
Let's see. Sayokor is saying, nope, it's not the software then, it's the cam. Might want to unplug and plug it back in.
I don't know if that would help it any or not because it seems to be locked up in the software when we check the camera settings. So
Kayla's asking about how bad it's going to get for Russellville. All I can tell you is what is in the actual
warning.
And
It's winds could gust up to 60 miles an hour. You could see hail up to as big as a quarter, which is 1 inch. And it's basically going to be moving through fairly fast as a line, but it's only moving about 35, 40 miles an hour. So it's going to take it just a little bit to get to you and just a little bit to move on through. But then there's nothing coming in behind it very close. So.
Yes, Sayokor is saying that we should wait till we're not streaming to unplug that camera.
Right. And that's what we were saying. We were going to, as soon as we get the severe weather kind of on out of our coverage area, we'll go ahead and shut down and see if we can ever get everything fixed before we come back on. If we have to come back on, we'll have to wait and see if we have any more severe weather for the rest of the day. This may be kind of scouring us out a little bit. Right now, they haven't diminished the severe thunderstorm watch behind it any though.
Yeah,
it's still there just as much as it was. Probably looking at that line that's just come across the Mississippi River. It's down in the Dyersburg, Tennessee area. There is a new warning down south of I-40, down by Waynesboro, Tennessee. Another severe thunderstorm warning.
yeah, it could be a.
That one's for golf ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds, which is 1 3/4 inches hail.
Is that one headed towards Franklin? Is that the one you're talking about?
Let me see. No, it's south of that one.
Okay.
It's south of that one.
Yeah, they got a lot of severe weather down south too.
Yeah.
It's going to be a busy day.
This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
And it's all, so far, it's all severe thunderstorm warnings. We haven't seen any tornado warnings over this way right now, which is good. I'm glad.
True that.
It's still raining really good in Hopkinsville. I'm looking at the Skyline Drive camera, and it's pouring the rain down here.
Yeah, and they've just updated that warning for Christian County and southeastern Hopkins and Todd counties, Muhlenberg County. It's been updated to 1 p.m.
Okay. And I think they took the section that's to probably most of Christian counties out of it now. It might still be one little corner up in the northeast.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
So a rainy afternoon now is turning into, and we'll see what happens with the rest of it. The line that was so strong that was coming across the Mississippi River has kind of lost all warnings on it, and we'll see. It may be kind of running out of steam.
Yeah, and I'm sure it doesn't seem that these storms are that severe. There may be some winds in it, a little bit of hail, but we could sure use the rain. And seems to be some rain that lags behind these storms, so we can use that rain. Trisha Campanella is in Russellville. She says that Highland Lick, and he says she's off of Highland Lick, and it's bad over there. Randy Roop asks, how many rounds of storms are we looking at for Greenville today? All right.
We could see another round later in the day, but right now it looks like that may be diminishing. They expected it to come through. They're expecting the severe to be a potential until about 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., but that's when it moves all the way off to the east of our area. So we'll just have to hang on and see. It may just be kind of a drizzly, rainy afternoon and evening. Might see a few more rumbles of thunder tonight, and definitely could see some more thunder tomorrow, but they're not looking for anything severe in our area for tomorrow.
I'm going to change the radar here to the Nashville radar. Let's see. I don't like that as much as I do the Paducah. Let's see what Hopkinsville radar looks like, or Fort Campbell anyway.
Yeah,
We'll stay on.
I was
that for
having a
bit.
problem keeping the Hopkinsville, the Fort Campbell radar updated, so I don't know what's going on with them.
Interesting. Let's see. Ann Shelton says there's lots of rain and wind in Greenville. And Vivian Harding says it's hailing in Elkton like crazy.
Okay. What size hail are you looking at there? I see a report up that way on one of the radars of a 1/2 inch. Two miles northwest of Elkton in Todd County from the public, estimated 0.70 inch, just under 3/4.
And I don't see any hail reported on this radar that I'm looking at.
I know. Can't get that over now. I know. Don't know what happened.
Are we getting close where we can just shut everything down? I mean, just everything and then start from scratch.
Not quite yet.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning
Well,
has
someone's
been
in deep
updated.
discussion there as to what is going on and what we're going to be doing here shortly. And we should know more shortly. I'm going to drop down to the Nashville radar and turn that one on instead. See if there's any difference in this report here for hail. Yeah, this one adds the hail to it. Looks like it could be around a 1/2 inch for the hail size. If it hits the ground, it'll be smaller than that. We're just looking at what the radar is looking at the properties for hail up in the storm, and that's where it cuts through the cloud. And you know, it's Friday, and it couldn't be a better day for rain, right? Let's get it out of the way so we can go out and do things tonight and have a good time. The severe weather is supposed to be over by 5 because that's when the severe warning drops out. And Hotel Mario says they're really getting hammered. Hey, Mario, where are you located? I see you listed here all the time, but I can't remember where you live. Oh, South Muhlenberg. Okay, really strong wind, South Muhlenberg. Yeah, I see it now. Sorry about that. Keep seeing hearing these alerts for thunderstorm updates, and there's plenty of severe weather going south, and apparently there's the potential for severe weather to go north, in towards Owensboro, up towards Evansville, according to the watch that's been posted.
According to the SPC, is a better chance for tornadoes, but it's way down along the Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee border area.
New
Okay.
information
So way down
from the
south
severe
of where we
thunderstorm warning has
we
been
concern
updated.
ourselves with for the most part.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'm going to drop off, and I'm going to present to you the infamous David Powell in just a minute.
Or at least his voice.
At least his voice, 10-4, yeah.
Howdy, hi there, friends and neighbors. This is your old buddy Dave Powell here. I sure do hate my face not showing. I know you guys like Mark okay, but I'd sure like to see you guys. I can't see you. Jordan Randolph, any tornado type weather for Central City? To answer that question quickly, very doubtful.
Very doubtful. Yep.
Donna Zakusia says, can't hear David very well. I could speak up. How's that? A little better? Kayla has tree down
A
in
couple of
Russell.
people have said that, and other people say they hear just fine. So I think it may be on their end for
It's
that.
all those gremlins. I mean, I've never seen so many problems with one feed in my life. And of course, it happened just as the severe weather began to take hold. And there wasn't time for us to fix those. So we're handicapped by what we're having to do. Anyway. So,
Yeah. But we're fighting our way through it because we want to keep you all informed of what the weather is actually doing.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they don't go severe thunderstorm warning over northern Warren County.
Probably so.
Tara Harris says, hi, Tara. Kayla says, tree down in Russellville. Probably need to report that to the Louisville office.
A new
That would be
severe
out of.
thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Okay, there's a severe thunderstorm warning, looks like for Butler County, which would be up in this area. So it's probably for this area right here, if I had to guess. They just issued it, so it hadn't showed up yet.
Right.
We're going to stay on as much as we would like to shut down and fix these problems we've got, but we don't have any choice. I can't leave you guys unprotected, and that's what I feel like I'd be doing if I did that. I want to go back here and look at this squall line. Now, it does look like it's lost some intensity. Let me get a little closer look at it through the Paducah radar. Here we go. Well, it's lost some intensity, but not a whole lot. I mean, it's got some strong cells. They're not severe, but they are strong. Here's the front line across here. It's kind of become stationary, which means it's not going to move very fast. So we need to get this on out of the way so I can shut down, and then if we need to, we'll go ahead and restart back up. Or if nothing else, we'll restart back up and tell everybody there's nothing to tell. So that's one thing. I hate that we're not on Facebook streaming right now. There's not much I can do about it. Tara Hare says, Mama. Let's see here. I'm looking back to see what I missed while I was gone. I am doing some work with another agency here that we're cooperating on some things. So I'm kind of wearing two hats today. But we do have,
As opposed to the usual 4 we have to wear.
yeah, that's true. Hey, tell Dave that if she will inform the support staff, I wouldn't mind a cup of coffee about now. And I don't think Donna can hear me in there.
Yes.
He said to inform the support staff he could use a cup of coffee right about now.
See, this way I can drink and everything else, and nobody can see me. I just see you. So anything they hear, we'll blame it on you.
Yeah. Like everything else.
It's like parts of Nashville now are under that severe thunderstorm warning. Did you talk to Caleb a while ago when he was on? He said, how's everything going for his area? Caleb Eaton?
I saw that. I didn't know if we addressed it or not.
Goodlettsville?
Goodlettsville is okay for right now. The stuff has not gotten to them. They will probably get some severe thunderstorms as the evening goes on, as that line progresses on toward the east.
Hey Donna, we've got some coffee made in there. They just haven't got it up here to me yet, but that's okay. I appreciate that though. I won't forget it. Jesse Reese says, "Time to take a nap." Oh man, doesn't that sound lovely?
Yeah, I hear the weather radio in the bay going off,
Yeah,
so
I
there's
hear
something
too.
coming in.
Yeah, that's. I tell you, these storms here around Bowling Green are looking pretty raunchy. Let me go to the Trenton radar, see if they look pretty strong.
Yeah. Severe thunderstorm warning for Davies County in northwestern Kentucky and eastern McLean County in northwestern Kentucky till 1:45 p.m.
Yeah, that's this
At
area right up here.
At 12:54, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Beech Grove to near Central City, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. Hazard is 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and nickel-size hail. Radar indicated.
See, Corey, I'm looking forward to that. He says sometime later I'll show you how to set backups that you can activate without having to go offline. Wow. The man is priceless. That's all it is to it. Just priceless. All right, hang on. My coffee's here. Hold on.
Yeah. We have to have fuel to keep going and doing this, and coffee is part of our fuel. So keeps us bright-eyed and bushy-tailed while we're on here doing this, and then we can go home and crash. Okay. See, now there's a new severe thunderstorm warning just came out for northeastern Logan County, central Butler County, and northwestern Warren County, all in south central Kentucky, until 1:30 p.m. At 12:55, a severe thunderstorm was located 10 miles south of Morgantown, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. Hazard is 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and $half size hail. Radar indicated. So hold on tight. You may get some really gusty winds and some pretty good size hail when you get a chance.
Look for Cecilia.
Go on through. She's in the back. New Jersey. I don't know, Tara. Let me look up that way and see what's going on for New Jersey. Okay, for New Jersey, they may get some thunderstorms later in the day. And it is entirely possible that no, they're not really under a severe threat today. They may be tomorrow as this system moves on off to the east, but for now, they're just looking for maybe a 40% chance of thunderstorms starting tomorrow night and into Sunday. Chance of showers, and then on through the early part of the week. More chances of showers. Their temperatures will be start off in the middle 80s for tomorrow, then drop off into the 70s and 60s as we go into the early part of the week. And that's all that's going on for New Jersey. They're not looking for anything severe right now.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Rita Taylor says she was outside burning a brush pile and she got rained on and rained out. I imagine a lot of people got rained out this afternoon. I know they were looking for everything going on. The kids will be getting out of school soon, so hopefully these move on off to the east and get out of the way. So when the kids come out of school, they may be a little bit damp with some lingering showers, but they won't have to worry too much about any severe weather. See, Igor, one of these days I want to sneak up to that door in an alien mask and be like, I'm here to check your camera. Oh, no. Dave would just say, that's where our gremlin's been coming from, a little green man.
What, Kelly?
Yep.
Oh, man. Let's see here. Rita Taylor, Hailstorm Watchers Chasers. I'm laying on the couch. I was outside burning a brush pile, but I got rained on and
Rained
out. Oh, me. Well, you know what? I like Seacor's
New
line of
information.
thinking.
This severe
Hold on.
thunderstorm warning
It's aliens.
has been updated.
That's a considered destructive tornado warning. I mean, not tornado, thunderstorm warning.
And which one is that? The one that's over north of Warren County?
Yeah.
North Warren?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I think they were calling for
damage
some
threat
pretty
is-
hefty hail.
Yeah, damage threat's called considerable. The I haven't got it up on the other one.
Yeah, if those storms up north keep going, they'll eventually make it over by Hardensburg and in the general direction of Louisville. But we'll see how much they hold together.
Okay, they're saying that storm over about to affect Bowling Green, that area up there. Golf ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gust.
Yep.
And said, take cover. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. And location impact will be Bowling Green, Morgantown, Woodbury, Dimple, Leetown, Rockland, Brooklyn, Buffalo Fork, Odaville, and Quality. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of the building. So this is a considerable damage threat from this severe thunderstorm warning right here over, pretty much over Dimple, Rockland, Riverside. It's moving off to the northeast. It will not hit Bowling Green proper. It's just going to skirt the northern part of that, and it looks like it's going to get to Brownsville. Okay, we got a new special weather statement coming out for the Bowling Green and Franklin area.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if my sister is still watching or not. Let me see if I can get something on this. Okay, wind gust up to 50. Locations impacted include Bowling Green, Scottsville, Plum Springs, Crestmore, Memphis, Mount Victor, Franklin, Auburn, Smiths Grove, and Woodburn. So I guess that's for these storms back here. Let's see if I can
Yeah.
find a little bit closer radar here to it. Trenton. It's looking too low on it.
Yeah, Trenton's been slow to update. I've had a
Yes.
couple of times. I'm not even on it right now. I'm on Nashville's radar.
Yeah, I'm looking for Nashville's right now. Yes. Yeah, we get a better look at it. Okay, that's probably from this line of storms here from Adairsville southward to Springfield. If it continues to move northeast, it may affect, looks like it might hit Franklin, especially southern parts of Simpson County. Rita, I'm really here, but we've had all kinds of problems with this feed this morning. We can't transmit on Facebook, and we can't. Our camera's locked up, and we're still having issues with Chrome going through to show you other things. So we're just waiting until some of these severe events die out, and we will be able to shut everything down and restart it. And we think that that will help to fix a lot of the problem. Again, the worst storm is up here from Rockland, Riverside, Dimple, Woodbury, and Leetown, moving northeastward towards Asphalt and Brownsville. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Eric, for taking care of that for me. Eric is one of our moderators, and Dave was on here a while ago. I haven't seen Dave in the last little bit. Jesse Reeves, too bad we can't see your face, David. Yeah, I know. It's my charming face and personality. Hotel Mario, you've probably answered this 100 times, but do you expect the second line to do much later? Will it even rain? Look. Let me look. Well, it is increasing a little bit in strength. And these storms that are in southern Kentucky are starting to strengthen. Mark, yeah, that second line is going to do something, but it's a little ways from getting to us. It's at least 2, maybe 3 hours out, I would say. What do you think?
Yeah. And what we will do is after we get this first line through and out of our area, we'll shut down and see if we can solve our technical issues, and then we'll come back on depending on what this other line does. I notice they do have a special weather statement on it now.
You know, I tell you what, this might be the best time to do it right now. I hate to leave everybody, but I don't see anything more than what we've already seen. Severe thunderstorms with maybe some damaging wind gusts, but that's the worst of it. But we need to take time
and possibly in that one storm, some hail large enough to do some damage too. So
we need to take time to shut this down to try to better serve you and everybody else that's out there. So I hope you guys will forgive us, but I think, Mark, we need to go ahead and shut this down. Do we even want to run ending credits?
I don't know. Did we ever finish paying the bills, or did we get interrupted?
Yes, we did. So everybody's been covered there. So I think we need to go ahead and do this. You want to just go ahead and shut it down now?
Yeah, we may as well.
All right. So everybody, hang in there. We will be back. So don't leave us. Just be watching for us. But it may take us just a few minutes. But we're going to end this stream, and then we're going to come back on once we get everything hopefully back up and going. So I'll see you here.